Hey there everyone, this is Rose Bruce with the Budding Intuitive. Thanks for being here. This is a reading for the 1111 portal. The doorway, right, that opens us up to a new way of being, right? And that can mean, so many things, right? But if you're here watching this, I imagine you have already started to see the 1111 signs. They call it many things, like it's an ascension code that it triggers you to start working on your spiritual path. They call it binary DNA code, they call it digital time code, DNA activation. This 1111 represents a lot of things, and I you know what I'm going to do? I've got a whole sheet of information that I'm going to put in the description instead of like spending a lot of time on it here. So if you want more information about 1111, it will be below. I'm sorry, you're probably hearing my Facebook. I'm going to pause and turn that off. And sorry about that. Facebook notifications coming through like crazy on the computer, driving me insane. So 1111, I want to just talk about my personal experience with 1111 while I'm shuffling here. My personal experience was one of complete, I came to the spiritual awakening in a very, what is the right word? In a way that was so not spiritual. I didn't know what was happening. I had been practicing yoga for many years, and I was attempting to create a daily meditation practice, and I was making big life decisions, and big life decisions can be a huge part of the spiritual awakening. Things like losing a job, a death in the family, or a death of a friend, death of a spouse, a divorce. And for me, it was divorce. At some point, I think I'm going to release a video about the beginnings of my spiritual awakening, and because it started with divorcing a man I'd been with for 24 years, and everything changed the moment I spoke to him about wanting to move on. Is the moment that everything changed for me, and so many things happened. It's a long story and a long path, and I didn't know in that moment when I said to my ex-husband, I'm not happy, and it was such a loaded statement. It was simple, I'm not happy. It was a 3-word, right? Or yes, I'm not happy, 3-word sentence, and he knew I wasn't happy. We hadn't been happy for years. And what does happy really mean? I wasn't being challenged. I wasn't growing. I wasn't evolving. And that's what it truly came down to. I wasn't evolving, growing, or changing in any way. And I wanted to. I wanted to grow. I wanted to evolve. So this 1111, when I can't pinpoint the exact date that started, but it got me when I started noticing the 1111 a lot, and I started getting curious, which is what happens, right, in the beginning of a spiritual awakening. And you start doing research about 1111, and then the next thing you know, you think you're on a twin flame journey, and you probably are, and then you think this person's a twin flame, and then you're like, oh no, it can't be them. Then somebody else shows up, and they're like, oh, that's the twin flame, and no, that's just the narcissist, codependent relationship showing up. It's just such a long journey, and I do want to talk about it more. I would love to actually do a live with you all to talk about your spiritual journeys and awakenings and how they began. God, wouldn't that be an awesome conversation? Just talking about how it began alone can be quite a conversation, and then what's gone on since. For me, it's been going on 7 to 10 years. Like I said, there's a time where I can't actually pinpoint the 1111 sightings, and then the twin flame and how bogged down I got in that because there's a lot of bad information out there about twin flame. I've got to tell you, there's a lot of it's really confusing, and I think there are some people who do quite honestly, use it. What is the word I want? They, oh God, there is a perfect word for this. This is what's wrong with age 55 and menopause. I can't ever think of the word I want. When you take advantage. I'm looking for a word that means when you take advantage of a situation. And I think there are people out there who take advantage of those who are deep in the twin flame mythology, the myths that are out there, the junk information that's out there. They're taken advantage of, and I was taken advantage of myself. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent. I'm a little bit on sinus medication. I wanted this reading to be out sooner, and I wanted to do individual signs, so I got a little sick, got a little laryngitis, and wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. So I'm rambling on, and you're probably done with me by this time. But now I was being guided to shuffle these cards like crazy. So here we go. Let's see. Let me cut the cards, and 6. I've got to write down the timestamp here. 6:17, 6:20 for the intro. Okay, here we go. At the bottom of the deck is Pachamama, Mother Earth, Gaia. So I call it the Sacred Mother. When I do my first invocation before I read to you, my invocation is to Mother, Sacred Mother, and Divine Father. Pachamama is a word used, it may be in other cultures, but it's specifically in Peru. They worship Mother Earth and Father Sky, or it might be Grandfather Sky. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. Again, sinus medication, bear with me. Pachamama is the first card. I'm going to pull 3 for us to start the reading, get the general energy of this 11/11 spiritual awakening for you and for me. All right, so then we've got Time Master. So Pachamama is a 40 card, which breaks down to a 4. Time Master breaks down to a 3. When we add it together, it's 12, then 3. Hopefully I'm adding right here. And then the Seer is 45, which is a 9 card. So we've got a 4, a 3, and a 9. I just wanted to see what kind of numerology we were dealing with. So let's talk about this. Okay, so what these 3 cards are talking about as a whole, a message as a whole. So in Pachamama in reverse, there is a feeling of, you may be feeling abandoned. You know, that motherless and homeless feeling, like Mother Earth or a real mother figure has left your life and abandoned you in some way. You may feel orphaned in some way. There may be feelings of that in order to survive in life, you have to work very hard. So there is a message here around to let go of the myth that you're here to rejoice and be a steward of the earth, as opposed to suffering on the earth. There's a melancholy here. There's a yearning here, a need to receive and listen deeply to your intuition, to honor life, to honor Mother Earth. And in these 2 cards together, they're asking to trust your intuition, to taking back your power as it applies to time, you know, being in the present moment, getting out of a linear style of thinking. So to me, there's a real feeling here of, I've wasted a lot of time, I'm a little bit depressed, feeling left alone and behind, and possibly faith may be being tested right now. I'm seeing this right here at her forehead, which for some reason right here is just calling my attention. Like your intuition feels a little blocked here in the reverse. Yeah, there's a real feeling of not enough time. I'm running out of time. Feeling as though you're a little disempowered around running out of linear time so it's asking you also to embrace a more cyclical timeline as opposed to a linear timeline, the cause and effect type thinking that is linear. So you may be thinking at this moment about things you have done in the past that are bringing you some thoughts of sadness or regret. What I'm getting here is kind of a feeling of feeling a little lost. But in the seer, there's definitely a message of, that the hidden realms don't follow like this two-dimensional map that we usually, look to. It's about trusting your gut and your intuition, allowing the perception of your circumstances to widen, to include the nuances and subtle cues that you normally might miss if you take things at face value. The seer is gifted with the magic of seeing. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and your vision is clear here. It may not feel that way, though. I think it doesn't feel that way to you. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Let's see what this 11:11 awakening has planned for you. This 11:11 portal. So one more message here before I push these to the side is that I'm feeling like maybe I'm repeating myself. I hope I'm not. But it's I said, there's a very feeling like you can't trust your intuition. You can't trust what you're seeing. So there's also a message here of trusting the unknown, and I think that's trusting the unknown has gotten really difficult for you in this layout of 3 cards right here. Apologize for my voice, by the way. I've got a little bit of laryngitis. It's going away, but it was worse yesterday, believe me. I really wanted to do this reading yesterday. All right, let us pull some cards for you. So this is a collective reading, but it's truly before I get on camera, before I start reading, I set my intention. And my intention is to reach out to those of you who are on this 11:11 path already. Maybe to some of you have just started seeing 11:11. You're in the midst of your own spiritual awakening and all that can entail. And there are lots of things that I actually have another information sheet around that the steps, the process, which are not, by the way, linear, because I may have started doing one thing and you may have started in another way. It's never linear. It's never step by step. There are a bunch of elements to a spiritual awakening that I think occur for most people, but they do not go in order. Boy, do they not go in order. That really speaks to this time master of not thinking in a linear way. Your spiritual 11:11 path is going to be very cyclical, and you might have to go back and relearn lessons you thought you've already learned. Get some lubrication on this darn throat of mine. Okay, let me mark down the time for the tarot so that anybody who wants to just go straight to the tarot can. 1414, how auspicious. All right, I'm going to pull from the bottom of the deck a card that represents the energy, the underlying energy of the whole reading. Now we did get a kind of a theme over here, feeling a little lost, feeling as though you can't trust your intuition or what you're seeing right in front of you. The unknown is looming and probably bringing a little bit of fear on this spiritual awakening path. It's an 11:11 portal. Very powerful. By the way, I do want to mention something else. When you add 1111 and the year together, 1111, that's 4. 2021, that's 5, and 4 is 9, makes a 9-year, 9-day for us. 9s are about finishing up, tying up loose ends. So from now until next year, the same date, 11/11/2022, which is a 10-day, means we're going to be tying up a lot of loose ends and ending cycles like crazy. And if you are born, so if your age is an increment of 9, so say you're 27, so say you're 27 right now, I think it's going to be a little more powerful in the department of tying up loose ends. For example, most of this year I was 45. I mean, excuse me, 45. Give me a break, Rose. I was 54. So it's a 9-year for me. So 9-year, today's a 9-day. So I definitely feel this energy of tying up loose ends. Definitely having to do a lot of shuffling today. So bear with me. And the messages are very powerful right now. All right. What do we have? I'm using the Angel Wisdom Tarot to do the tarot reading. Wow, holy manoli. So at the underlying energy of your reading is the Lovers for the 1111 portal coming in. Okay, so let's talk about the twin flame. Okay, just for a moment. Twin flame is about coming into union with yourself, coming into complete and utter sovereignty in and of yourself, so that your twin, soulmate, whatever you want to call them, can come in. If you aren't ready for your twin, then there's going to be a lot of lessons involved in your path. And I think that's what happens. That's how people get caught up in the twin flame saga of runner chaser, because they're not really not quite ready to come together. And there's going to be a lot of lessons learned along the way. So already our underlying message here, energy, is the Lovers. Let's see what else comes out. So this is embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health, or recovery from an illness. So any of those messages can come through as we continue to read your tarot. So let's see. At the heart of this situation, at the heart of this portal, at the heart of this 11/11 auspicious day of 11/11/2021, what is the core energy for anyone who's on this 11/11 spiritual awakening path? Four of Cups, failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world, wake up. So, not picking the low-hanging fruit here, as you can see in the picture. Not happy with the 3 cups in front of him. There's one behind him being offered by an angel. I think it's Shamuel, not sure which angel, I have to look it up. So at the core, the energy is this refusal to see, refusal to take an offer, a divine offer that's right in front of you. Ugh. I don't really want that energy at the core, but that's what it is. So we'll get more information. You're showing up here as the 7 of Swords. A loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. A material loss. Make sure you are being honest with yourself. Embarrassing secrets. So this is the card of, if you're familiar with tarot, which you probably are. Look at him running away. Wow, he's got all the swords, doesn't he? Usually he's carrying 5 swords and leaves 2 behind. But this dude has all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, what? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 6 in his arms and he's got the other in his, so he's got all 7. I think in the classic tarot, I think he's only carrying 5 and left 2 behind. This sucker, in your energy, you've taken all your swords, all your thoughts, all your peace of mind, and you are running for it. Let's see what else shows up before we start really talking more about that. You're showing up in the energy of, this is the classic card of deception, right? And next to the card of, I don't want this. This is boring the hell out of me. So let's see, what is affecting this 4 of Cups and this 7 of, yeah. What is affecting both of these cards is the 9 of Pentacles. Enjoying the fruits of your labors. Becoming independently abundant. Hard work that has led to a luxurious life. Buying yourself something special. So this is somebody who is single and abundant. Enjoying themselves. They're okay being alone. It's affecting your 4 of Cups and your 7 of Swords. I'm going to have to get more on that. I really want to know. Let's see. So you're... Alright. I don't want to pull from this deck yet. Let me lay out the cards and then we'll pull some cards, further cards to clarify. King of Cups is showing up in the blockage, and red with the King of Cups is the Strength card. We've got 2 major arcana already showing up here in your reading. In fact, so let me make sure you can see everything. Actions to take, the World. Here's your 3rd major arcana. I knew they were going to show up a lot because it's a powerful time right now. It's a powerful portal. Actions to take, 6 of Pentacles. What is unknown? What is unknown is you're blocking something with the 2 of Swords, and oh wow, you're blocking your forward movement into victory. You're blocking your own forward movement. Oh, that's what's unknown to you. Wow. I'm writing that down. Are you blocking your own forward movement? Interesting. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, Page of Swords in reverse. 3 of Cups in reverse. Some message is wanting to come through. Some message is wanting to come through. All right, let's clarify some cards here. Whoa, I haven't even asked the question yet. I'd like to clarify the 7 of Swords first and foremost, right? What is going on with the 7 of Swords? Why are you showing up in the energy of that? Wise Counselor, the Hierophant showing up in the reverse. So this is a card. This is the Hierophant. This is the card they call the marriage card. You know, right now I don't think this is a love reading. Even though the Lover showed up, I'm seeing it as a choice. The Lover's choice card can be a choice. Over here is the 2 of Swords, blocking choice. In the reverse, this seems like a lack of commitment. Lack of commitment to... So I'm asking for some clarification here on the 7 of Swords. What are you not committing to right now? This does feel, I mean, even these 2 cards right here feels like you're like not committing to your own. You're not connecting with your spiritually minded community. There's a group or a a group of higher learning, possibly. Maybe not. There may be a need to ask for help here. And this is a card of traditions as well. In the reverse, there's a lack of commitment to tradition here. So going against traditional belief systems or hierarchical systems, traditional systems, you're running away from the hierarchy of. So something about, can we please get another card? Disillusionment, that's the word that just came up. Okay, well this explains it. The ego card, the devil card. You're dealing with illusions. You are trying to release yourself. Archangel Michael is trying to help you release yourself from the chains that bind. There's a need to accept responsibility for the choices you've made. See, lack of commitment around your own this one's really like it's a heavy feeling, right? A loss of peace of mind or personal freedom, a lack of commitment, and dealing with the devil energy. So it's as though your own ego, your own illusions, your own temptations, your own addictions, obsessions are keeping you from. It's like you're. Okay, I'm trying to get the words out. I can feel the message, but the words aren't coming. So there's a lack of commitment to self here. There's a lot of self-deception. There's a lot of illusion. You're showing up as not being committed to your own path because you're dealing with a lot of ego. And that's devil. The devil that's the devil card. Could be a Capricorn, yes, but I think this is more about your. Okay, if we want to talk about love here, we can. With the Lover's card at the very crown of your reading up there, this could be about, so for some of you, this isn't for all of you, there's been some deception. And it may have caused you to possibly divorce yourself from a Capricorn or some other sign, some toxic relationship. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that's for everybody, but I think there's a portion of you that may speak to. Because it's a little bit of a heavy read right there at the upper corner. So let's keep going. What is this Four of Cups about? What is this offer that's being ignored? Why is there disdain? Why is there sticking up of the nose? Why is there? It's like I don't like what I'm being offered here. Look at all these major arcana. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. And we have just, and I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's about 12 cards we've pulled, or 13, and we've got half of them are major arcana. So the Four of Cups is about you. You are having an awakening around your financial security. And you are not liking where you're at all. In the Four of Cups, you are seeing clearly, or starting to see clearly, or from a different perspective, about how to create financial stability for yourself. And I say that because right next to the Four of Cups is the Nine of Pentacles. The one she or he, whoever you are, male or female or whatever, however you identify, you are getting it's like you are getting some major lessons around financial stability. Now, what did we just did a reading about financial stability? What was that? I think I tried to do a reading for Scorpio the other day when I was getting sick, and it was all about financial stability. So yeah, there is definitely an awakening. That's the awakening is the Hanged Man. You are being hung upside down, my friend, to see the light about financial stability. Let's ask about the blocks here. The King of Cups and Strength card. So there's a need here for strength. I've got too many cards, so please can you just give me one card? Let's talk about the King of Cups and the Strength card. So the blockage is why is strength? Ooh. Cards are just, why is the Strength card here, please? Because that's usually a good card to have, but it's a block. It's showing up as a block. Page of Swords, showing up to clarify strength. So, as a block, your emotions. This could be someone. This could be King of Cups. It could be a water sign for you. Here's Leo showing up. This is Page of Swords in reverse. So some inauthenticity. This is an opportunity here, not showing up. So there's a lack of communication here. To me this is the card of truth, right? But there's a lack of authenticity, a lack of communication. Look how this is a child showing up in this card. Ace of Swords. So a new opportunity. Is a block. Strength is a block. So a truth about strength and emotions is a blockage. Why? What is this? Why is this Ace of Swords in reverse, please? So your authenticity here, so you're feeling inauthentic. And strength is in the upright. But on the other side is please, one card. Who is this? What is this King of Cups about? What is this King of Cups about, please? As a blockage. Whoa. This is the Judgment card. I call it the renewal in this one. So so this may be another new start here. If this is a person for you, this is the Six of Wands. It's the Victory card, the Recognition card. Victory and recognition around a new start, a new direction, a new clarity. So, wow, this blockage is actually really Something about your emotions. Has made you feel inauthentic. Why is the Strength card here, please? Oh, too many cards. I'm gonna. What is going on here? What is going on here? A new beginning, some victory around a new beginning and emotions, possibly with a King of Cups. King of Cups. Libra, Scorpio, and I say the other water signs as well, but Scorpio in particular. So there's some kind of new beginning and victory with this King of Cups in your life. And it could be male or female. So, okay, I'm sorry. I think my sinus medication has got me a little blocked here. So some new beginning with a King of Cups type energy, personality, situation. Some emotional event. Challenged your authenticity and your strength here. Made you feel weak. Made you feel weak. Yeah. But it may have been a slow-moving energy, a Knight of Pentacles energy coming in. Something slow-moving here. Blocked you. Some opportunity that never came to fruition. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on because I think if I... Oh, gosh, then the Empress flew out. Yeah, Empress, that's the Libra, right? But that's the new beginning. That's a rebirth. Again, more, tons of major arcana. So you're trying to birth something new here. Some new beginning. Look at that little baby unicorn she's holding. Abundance. Fertility. Yeah, some new beginning did not come to fruition. All those other cards are good. I mean, these cards are... The one card that didn't show up in the upright is that Ace of Swords. So some truth, some miscommunication or untruth kind of put a complete stop on something that may have felt like a new beginning. Interesting. Action to take. Three of Cups. Interesting. Got the World. New beginning, new journey, new path. Towards equal give and take. This could also be a gift coming in. So action to take. Knowing your self-worth in the new world, in this new life, brings celebration. Knowing your worth in this new on this new path brings you celebration. So self-worth here at the core. Self-worth, the Lovers, right? Coming into union with yourself. Knowing your own strength here. Knowing that you are worth love, abundance, peace, admiration, respect. What is unknown to you is that you are blocking your own forward movement into calmer waters. Can you please give us some advice for this unknown? And here we go. More major arcana. These major arcana keep coming out like crazy. So you've got the Three of Swords, 3 Swords cards here in a row. Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords. The Sun in reverse. To get clarity around this whatever heartbreak. So apparently there is some heartbreak here. And that doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. What is this heartbreak about, please? Can you clarify the heartbreak? Deep sadness, getting clarity, healing, or healing. 4 of Swords. Now you got, 2, 3, 4 of Swords. 6. Isn't that interesting? It's in the reverse though, which means you really are doing a lot of healing work. Whew. Manoli. Let's get advice from, oh my gosh, how long has this gone? Let's get advice from your higher self, please. Advice from your higher self. Your higher self says make a choice. This is usually the confusion card, but the advice says advice, it's make a choice. Advice from Spirit, please. Advice from Spirit. 5 of Pentacles and the High Priestess in reverse. This is the feeling of, so remember earlier in the very beginning of the reading we talked about you feeling abandoned and lost. Here's the same card, feeling. The message from Spirit is you are not tuning into your intuition around your feelings of lack here. And they're saying you must, because if you do tap into your intuition, right? Choose to tap into your intuition around your lack mentality and your limiting beliefs, and a beautiful new experience is just on the horizon here. How is Spirit helping you on this 1111 journey? How is Spirit helping you? Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I believe Spirit is helping you to help you to cut out but no longer helping you to cut out. So these are messages, right? Messages and messages around emotions. Cutting out the emotions that don't serve and learning from this. Learning from this, cutting out the emotions that no longer serve you. Spirit is helping you to be decisive. All right, let's get another card. Let's get one final card here. One final card of guidance, please, for our collective. This may have something to do with children. Look at all these children showing up here. Are you someone that 2 pages? Maybe teaching children in some way. You may have children that are affecting your decisions right now. Okay. One final card from Spirit. Message in a bottle. The Spirit is trying to talk to you. I want to get 2 more. Time to go. Time to release. Time to come and breathe. Time to take note of any messages coming through from Spirit. Time to move on from an experience that has been holding you back.